In today's episode we are going to start checking the engine side of the car. Last episode we've done everything that was electronically wrong on the back side. I still have to figure out why that door trunk lid won't close completely, but I have parts on order. So anyway, in today's episode we are going to check all the engine problems. Let's begin. And on the engine side I removed the cover, and I wanted to check the air filter, but check this out. It's a miracle that this engine has air, because this last filter wasn't changed for a few years maybe. No, I'm kidding. I don't know, but it looks really bad. And I wanted to check something else in here, but everything in here seems to be clean and no problem or no evident problem. Everything is dry in here. That's very good. We have a water leak in here, I've noticed. I have to remove all the pipes to see why, and I think I need a new headlight, because this one has a broken plastic tab in here and it doesn't align with the fender anymore, and this part of the headlight, it doesn't work. And I finally put the car on the inspection pit. I've done everything here on the back side. Everything works. I have to figure out why this won't close completely. As you can see, it's still loose, I think the word for that is. And now I'm going to start tackle the problems on the engine side. What I've noticed is that the car smokes a lot in this region, and a known common problem for this car is the manifold, the exhaust manifold cracks on these cars, and I'm pretty sure that this car has a crack one. I hope it's not the case, but like I said, I'm pretty sure. I have to check the turbo, I have to check the exhaust. I will remove the particle filters just to see if everything is okay, because I have to go with this car for inspection, and I want to be sure that everything is okay. Water leak is right in there. Yeah, see that? Yeah, we have to replace that hose or connector for the water. Okay, we have some oil, but it's old oil leaking, so nothing is leaking in here. But that water leaked on the belt, and we have to replace the belt. Whoa, this part in here is really bad on the belt. Glad that I saw that. Okay, in here, okay, we have some oil on the pipe for the intercooler. That is not that good. And this is the particle filter. Ooh, we have a lot of smoke in it was welded in there, the exhaust, that's why. Or it's still smoking in here. We have some exhaust leaks in here, but are really tiny. Okay, I've lubed all the bolts and nuts in order to remove the particle filter, like I've said. And now the fun part. So, return oil line is leaking a little bit. Oh, turbo full with oil, or I see something wrong. Kind of full of oil. Yeah, it's leaking. The seals are bad, of course. I put some W40 on that bolt, yeah, for the particle filter, but and it's a bad but. I hope you can see right above that nut there is a bolt, and in front of that bolt there is a crack in the manifold. See that? Yeah, it's a big one. So we have a problem. We have to remove the manifold, and I hope and I hope everything will go smooth and won't be a problem, because big engine, tight space. This is the next day or another day, I'm not sure now. Anyway, the particle filter is out. Yeah, we remove the particle filter. This is the particle filters with all the sensors and everything. Yeah, I removed some hoses from the turbo itself, intake and so on. Yeah, that's the turbo in there. That's the EGR. I removed it from the manifold because I have to remove the manifold, but I think I have to remove the valve cover in order to remove the manifold, because I have to remove the turbo, and I have a bolt that comes out just from here. I've almost removed everything. In fact, I removed everything in order to remove the valve cover, but there is always but. I removed the injectors. Yeah, you have to remove all the injectors. Everything is lined up right there. But now I have to undo these long bolts, yeah, like this one. And this is the only one that I've managed to remove, because I need a long socket in here and I don't have. And here on the top we have a torque, I'm not sure now what dimension, but when I try to use this torque, the whole bolt is like turns, but just this part, yeah, just the top part, and I'm afraid that are going to snap. So I have to wait till tomorrow to buy a deep socket in order to remove that, and the valve cover can come out. So a new day, and I managed to take the valve cover off. I've managed to take the manifold out, turbo of course, and we have tons of room now that it's empty. But when you have to replace something, you have always problems with tight space. Anyway, everything is removed from here, yeah, in here as well. So what we need to replace is that hoses, water lines, yeah. I've already replaced all the vacuum lines, yeah, all of them, because we're like totally destroyed, as you can see in here. Yeah, so everything replaced as a vacuum line. I have to replace this oil sensor, yeah, that's bolted on the oil pan. And now the fun part. This is the crack, or more cracks, one in here, one in here, and another one in here, and I'm pretty sure that there is another one somewhere. So we have to replace this exhaust manifold. Sadly, we have a turbo that is no more for us. As you can see in there, we have 1 liter oil in there. Yeah, it's kind of strange because it has no play at all. I've tested and everything works just fine, but it's full of oil. I'm not sure why, but I cannot risk to put this back anymore. Okay, we need to replace the turbo. These are the nuts from the manifold, yeah. We need to replace this cooler for EGR. Yeah, as you can see, it is cracked somewhere in there. Okay, and I'm not sure about this. This is the water radiator, and the last few layers are like concrete in there. It's hard rock. I'm not sure what exactly is there. I'm afraid to try to clean that up because I'm afraid that I can break the radiator. Now it's okay, it's holding water. I'm gonna try a little bit, and if it's not going to work, I'm gonna leave it like this because now it's sealed. It doesn't look that good, but it's sealed, yeah. And I think that's about it. I've tested the particle filter and it's in good shape. We can use that. I've cleaned a lot of parts in there. Yeah, we have the intercooler in here. We have to clean that because it's full of oil. But other than that, I just have to receive all the parts and starting reassembling everything. I'm gonna give you an update when I have all the parts. Until then, I'm gonna clean everything, and when we have the parts, we are going to reassemble everything. And with all of that being said, we just have to wait for the part in order to start putting everything back together. So I hope I will receive everything till next episode. We can reassemble everything and start everything and go for inspection. So I think pretty much that's about it for today's episode. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, thumbs down. Until next time, see you later.